listening to the Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
All right, here we go again. Buckle up, rough roads ahead. So, Pennsylvania, I think they have like registration cards, and they're like a similar size as your insurance card, which is a small thing. It isn't like a whole page or anything. So, I grew up there, and that's like starting from normal. You have a license; it's kind of small. You have a registration card, which is a little bigger than the license, but similar to most insurance cards. I mean, this is normal. But you go everywhere else, and they got like all this crazy shit. Kansas is kind of normal because everything kind of made sense. It was like almost self-explanatory. But when you get to like Oklahoma and Texas, it doesn't flow. Texas gives you a receipt. It's called a receipt. I don't know if it's called registration receipt. It may be called that, but it's your registration card. So you're like, okay, this is the receipt. I'll put the receipt over there. But you never think, oh, wait, this is my registration. I got to put it in my vehicle. Although I do that. That's where I put everything. It doesn't, because like when I was looking for my registration, I was like, where is my registration? But it's something called a receipt. The only thing with Kansas, my license plate comes and there's no sticker on it, month sticker. I'm like, uh-oh. Was it in here? Did I drop it out? I figured it was in there with the license plate somewhere. I'm like, oh, did I take the you know how you pull something out of an envelope and you're like, oh, I must have dropped something. Something in the envelope with it. So then I went to my case that I had in my car, and I opened it up, and it had the registration, and it had that sticker and everything else in there. In Pennsylvania, it's like nice and simple: registration card, insurance card, and my license. They're all kind of around the same size, although the license is smaller. I have to get something away from this intersection, 87th and Neiman. It's like a weird thing. I felt like I was it just wanted to fear me. But it was like I felt like I was in a stick shift all of a sudden. Like, wait, I gotta push the clutch in. I'm like, wait a minute. There's no clutch in here. Out of here. But it's resonant at the intersection, and I'm marked to experience it because I have the mark of God. That's how it really works. So that young girl was weird. She was running. Now the other dude wasn't gonna call the popo, but when I said something, he was like, "Yeah, that's weird." That was weird, bro. Now, the problem is when you do your stupid shit, people don't know what to do, whether they should ignore it. And the fact is, did you want me to ignore it? Are you testing me to see if I would ignore a possible sexual trafficking scenario? Again, don't always listen to them like you're testing me to see what I would do. And again, I don't know if it was real or a test at this point. So again, that really does confuse the community into what they're supposed to do. And they may, the thing is, it may have been a test scenario to see if I would not get involved in an escaping sex trafficking victim or a human trafficking victim, meaning that that's what they wanted. Like mind your own business. Like I told you, see something, say something can get you in trouble. Just depends on who you see doing what, because they do cover for some cronies. All of a sudden, hey, that person turns you in. And then they start attacking that. But it happened to me. So again, that's the most despicable thing as you could think of. But yeah, she was running down the street, and then she's like, slows down in front of our driveway and looks behind herself, then gets behind a pine tree and is looking out. And I said, are you okay? Because she looks, scared. I said, are you okay? Everything okay? She's like, yeah. Again, it could be something stupid, like a girl was going to the store. Her mother said, go down. And I don't think that girl should be going to the store alone. That's just how I am. I don't think it's against the law, but I would not have allowed that. So it could have been a parent saying, go down to the store and get this or something like that. Or go to your uncle's house or your uncle's apartment alone. And that shouldn't happen. She may have been scared just traveling. So she walks down the street a little bit more, but it was somebody in not a PT Cruiser, what is this thing called, an LS or something? I forget what it's called. It looks almost like a PT Cruiser, but it's a Chevy. A silver one stopped. The girl was like medium tone, she's Latino, but like medium tone. And the woman in the vehicle was dark tone, may have been black. So I was like, is this somebody that's chasing her? I didn't quite get that happening. Right. And again, you've been operating me so much. I'm lucky I got as far as I did with it. So again, you are hindering the safety of this community, all of you. Thank you, Larry. A lot of people getting out of the story. I got to focus. I mean, I probably don't, but I do, because that's who I am. I just got to go on the other side. They used to stalk me in the gym in Naples and everything. It's all a violation of my rights under the fabricated color law and outside the color law. So they're not letting any life start for you. So the only thing you have in you and connecting to you is them. Again, that's how they brainwash people into committing crime. Yeah, it's metaphysical, psychological, and physical. Thank you, Larry. Because when you meet people, you're connecting to them. Whatever it is, it takes the place of the criminals that are trying to brainwash you and blocks their vibration. And they know it. They're very sick. Very sick. So then she walked off a little bit more, swiftly looking back, and then she cut down the driveway of the shopping center, which I thought, well, maybe you don't want to just believe that. Well, maybe she's just going shopping. That would be in other words, a pimp or a human trafficker would get in your brain and put that thought. So you have to block that. You have to get it. You got at least dot your I's, cross your T's. Right. So she goes down in there. So again, it may be nothing, but she might be hooking around and going back into the apartment complex. She may just be out, somewhere she's not supposed to be. So she's a little nervous. She may be mad at her parents who she ran away by running around the block. Could be anything. So, but the best thing is to call the popo. I called the popo. But my brain was just, I'm frazzled from what you're doing, all of you. And that's what it does. What they're hoping for is some lapse of judgment or lapse of the ability to pay my debts. Like I get to pay a certain bank account or credit card or something. So looking for that kind of thing also when they're doing that. Again, this is instruction in how to investigate the investigators that are actually involved in criminal enterprise. Again, there's probably a percentage of people that don't do it. But that probably number is dwindling. So the idea is, though, she could have been escaping something and she may not even speak any English. So I had to get my phone, and my phone is like 0% off. So again, that's evil that does that. 100%. Then I'm thinking, wow, she probably came up on my camera. Camera off, all unplugged. So I got 1% on my phone, and I called 911. But my brain was frazzled from everything. And no, I'm not doing it to myself. It's bullshit. You're fucking pieces of shit. Thank you, No, there's spells coming at me to be sexually turned on to her. I'm killing it. I mean, somebody might drive off the road today. That's how hard I'm hitting it. It's not. I didn't say I'm sexually turned on to her. Didn't say that. So don't try your FBI bullshit. Nice, sir. That's how it happens. Actually, that's how people become that. Spells. No other way. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do.